Hello out there. I thought I'd have a chat about what does not get quoted when quoting official statistics in the media, and that is sampling error associated with sample surveys, and in particular, confidence intervals. So in May, I was watching the Australian Broadcasting Corporation report that the seasonally adjusted unemployment rate had dropped by 0.2%. So if we look what the Australian Bureau of Statistics published, it went from 5.9% to 5.7%. Unfortunately, they did not mention anything about sampling error. So, why do I say it's unfortunate? Because the Australian Bureau of Statistics actually provides the 95% confidence intervals for all the seasonally adjusted estimates they publish. So if we have a look at that, we see that they all include 0 in the 95% confidence interval. This implies that the movements that we see, the monthly movements, are statistically insignificant. And so the movements could be just due to sampling noise, which means that it's not a real movement. So what should we be looking at then? Well, if we take a look at the graph that I have provided, we've got the employed persons here and the unemployment rate there, and we can see that they've provided us the seasonally adjusted estimates on the graph and the trend estimate on the same graph as well. And we can see that the seasonally adjusted estimate bounces around quite a lot. It's quite volatile. So it's very volatile, these monthly movements. And you should really be looking at the trend estimate, which hopefully gives us a real underlying movement. Taking a look at that trend estimate that the Australian Bureau of Statistics has published for unemployment rate, we see that in March it was 5.8, in April it was 5.8, so the movement between March and April was 0. So if we take a look at the Australian Bureau of Statistics website, we can see that they publish the unemployment rate of 5.8% for the trend estimate, not the seasonally adjusted estimate. Their headline figure is a trend estimate. Unfortunately, the media seems to be fixated on talking about seasonally adjusted monthly estimates. So why does the Australian Bureau of Statistics produce monthly estimates if they're so volatile? It's because there's a demand for monthly estimates by the government and by economists. But unfortunately, the government is unwilling to pay extra money to increase the sample size to a point where the Australian Bureau of Statistics could produce accurate monthly estimates. But there's another problem. If you increase the sample size, that will increase the burden on Australians having to do this survey. So it's a difficult problem to resolve. But the bottom line is that the media should be only reporting on the trend estimate for Australia, as that would be the most reliable estimate to look at. So I think I'll stop there. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give me a thumbs down. And if you really like it, please subscribe to my channel, Statistical. Thank you for listening.